doing our actual intro, so that wasn't cutting it. So.
What intros? Just the intro for the video?
Yeah, because you guys just started talking.
Is Nut available?
Yes.
All right, you want to do the intro?
No.
This is the third edition of the Unpopular podcast with our guest for the second time here, but the first time on YouTube, Wilson. So he was here the first time when we did the first episode, but the audio didn't record. So we spoke for like an hour and a half about some shit that never got out there. We did intros. We explained the podcast, the premise, and it's all gone. But we got him back now.
No, you don't. I'll be here for like maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm
Get the
here.
fuck out of here.
That's it. The podcast is
Podcast is over. Episode 4 next week. No guest stars. Just me. I'm the guest star.
Shut the fuck up. So you're kind of under fire right now, right?
Yo, I'm in big fire right now.
Yeah.
This is big fire after yesterday. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
How long-
Yesterday.
At the beach. Oh wait, you were there.
Well, no.
Well, we were all there.
Yeah, we were all there.
Oh,
but
but for the audience.
can I even speak about that?
I have no idea. That's on you. I don't know.
Do you know if you can speak?
Yeah, that's
Probably not, because I didn't even sign an NDA, but it's just bullshit. I'm probably going to get a counseling statement when I get back.
Well, counsel.
Yeah, but at the time, I mean, till you get to that time, I'm assuming you can say something.
Yeah, next week.
What are they gonna do?
Counseling.
Arrest you
Yes.
The cops actually did come.
to your house?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
They were just looking
For you?
for me while I was at the beach. Like
How
it was
long have you been in now in the army?
too long, 6 years. March 9. Is it over March? Yeah, 6 years in a month.
That's a lot of time. And you've never fucked up at all.
I mean, I got an Article 15 for being drunk on my off time.
Well, you told me about that.
What is Article 15?
It's the worst punishment in the military that you could get, and depending, it's just on your record. But my punishments were half for a whole month. All my pay was reduced by half. I wasn't rank of a specialist for that month, and then they sent us to Shabelle Airfield. It was just an airfield. We literally did nothing.
Nice.
I stared at sand for 10 hours out of 24 hours in the day.
But you were on your off time.
Yeah, and I still got in trouble.
That doesn't make
In a
sense.
place where there is sexual assault, sexual harassment, and even murder, I got in trouble for being on the lawn chair, knocked out. I did nothing. Literally, I did nothing. I just knocked out. It would have been a problem if I was drunk causing a ruckus, but they said that I slept on my chair the whole time, and that's what got me in trouble. Because the Navy officer that reported us, he said that what happens if we get attacked and we need you guys. And I was in my head like, aren't we all men? Shouldn't you know how to kill somebody? Sailor? Yeah, it was not even an Army officer. It was a Navy officer. Because all the fucking...
Also, he wasn't on your...
He wasn't even in our shit. Like, I never knew this
Interacted
person.
with
And
this
we
guy.
never interacted with this person. Some random Joe from somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah, but the argument of I was off duty.
And still
Isn't that
got...
enough?
No. Because what
That's
happens if
crazy.
we got attacked off duty and we needed to
then
do
what's the
something?
point
So then what's the
being
being
able to
off
drop
duty?
off
No,
duty.
but what's the point of even having an off duty title? Like, or...
It's really just for the mind. It's like, oh, you're free. This is what free is.
Damn. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Like, mind you, when we had free time and we weren't allowed to go outside of base, the bar there, you only had a 2-drink limit. So some people would take their shot and then the beer. Because if you wasted both your drinks on shots, that's it. You're not drinking.
You're gone, yeah.
No, you're not gone. You're just not going to be doing anything.
That's true.
And the shots were like small.
How much they cost?
The shots were, depending on the liquor, if it was dark, it was $7. I think it was light, it was like 5 something.
That's cheap. Because around here, you ever been to a bar around here?
Dude, the airport took $10 off of me from one dark shot.
That's what I'm...
I was like, Jesus Christ. This is
You
why
go
I'd rather
to,
have
you
a
go to
bottle.
fucking El Trebol on 32nd Street. They have banging food, right? But you go in there in Burgerland, and a shot is like $14 for a Patron shot.
So buy your own alcohol.
Yo, it's not BYOB.
So stop drinking outside.
Did I ever tell you about this restaurant by a beach? It was called Blue Tequila that did not serve liquor.
What?
Yeah, it was called Blue Tequila, and then when we asked for liquor, they were like, oh, we can't, but if you bring your own bottle, we can make you a drink. And we're like, what about those bottles in the display? They're like, it's just for decoration, it's just water. We're like,
What kind of
nah.
stupid shit is
So he
that?
drank a whole bottle without making a face. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? You just drinking water? You just have bottles, take out the liquor, drink it, and just switch it with water. So
Wait, my question is, how'd they take it out? Don't tell me they fucking poured that shit out.
no, they drank it and then they just switched it with water.
What kind of stupid shit is that?
I don't know. They look.
They probably don't have a liquor license.
When they said they couldn't sell us liquor, but they could make us liquor with our bottles we bought outside, I was like, this makes no sense. Blue tequila. I forgot if I don't
Where
even
was
know.
it?
It was by. It was in Jersey. I forgot where.
By the beach.
By the beach.
Oh.
Blue tequila.
Shit's hard.
My brother ordered the special, and they were like, "Nah, can't make you the blue tequila." And he was like, "What?" He was like, "No."
Damn, that's fucking crazy. But you were what's it called? But going back to the army. So right now you're in heat. And
From what I got yesterday, they said I'm just gonna have a counseling statement, and I can't go to the school in 6 months, but my contract ends next year.
but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna extend it? Or are you
I
gonna
have
go
no
back?
idea. I don't want to go to Syria.
That's what they're gonna send you next? I
2020.
thought it was Africa.
Middle East. Yeah, it's still
Okay.
the same. Almost there. Like when they sent us to Djibouti, right across the water was Yemen.
Hmm.
That's not
Oh, so it's
Africa.
northern Africa?
Like northeast.
Okay.
Because we were near Somalia and Ethiopia. And I think Eritrea is right there also.
Damn, in Somalia, was it crazy over there?
I mean, that's where Whiskey 1 got hit. That's where all the dead bodies, that's where I took pictures of. I didn't. I don't have war trophies.
But were you there? Like,
No.
you were there after.
This is what happened. They called us in, but we never got ready because it made no sense that it was an 8-hour drive. And by the time we would get there, it was all over.
So regardless, so let's say if they needed backup, you guys were the only backup. You
We're the
were-
only ones at the time that could go far.
Okay.
But an 8-hour drive and battles are like this, they said it only lasted like 5 minutes.
We need your backup. Can you imagine?
But and the funny part is, they attacked when they were doing exercises. Like, not even like they're in PT. Like they were doing exercises of getting inside the truck and mounting the weapon. So when they attacked when they were at their best ready, the special forces guys and whoever was there. And they're like, yo, we're getting shot at. They don't know this is not a drill. Bet. So I heard that they reported it was like, this is not a drill. We're actually being attacked. Everybody spin up because that's what you do. You're supposed to spin up. That's what we call it. But they were already in their positions that they were already mowing people down.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And when we read that, we're like, what idiots? Why would you attack when these guys are getting prepared on a drill?
They were stupid.
But you know what's funny? They also gave us briefings that said don't post anything online or whatever. I looked at the Snapchat map. Bro, you could see the whole base. I was like, bro, the bar is there. The one subway that's there, it literally points it out of where it is. I even knew where my room was. Just looking at the map, I was like, my room is literally right here.
You look on somebody's story, he's teabagging one room.
And I was like, you guys made this all security in that if we posted, we would get in trouble. But Snapchat literally has the whole base. Open display for everybody.
And they didn't say anything to that person because it's the person, right? On the map, it shows you the person and then what they're up to or whatever.
That's the thing. They told us to take out the geolocator off so they won't locate us. But I was just like, it doesn't matter. I could see the whole map of the map.
Is the base supposed to be that secure that no one's supposed to know about it or what?
No, like the country of Djibouti obviously knows it's there.
Yeah.
And all the nationals that go there, like Japan, Spain, and the Chinese. The Chinese have a crazy fucking agenda that they have in Africa.
What are they trying to do?
2019, 2018, when they told us this, everyone thought it was a conspiracy theory. But then now recently, I think it was either Uganda that lost their international fucking airport. Now the Chinese own it. They own an airport in Africa because Uganda or one of the African countries couldn't pay it back.
So they're trying to...
Look,
colonize?
this is what they did. Yeah, I saw a mixture of
basically
black.
trying to colonize?
I saw black and Chinese babies mixed. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Don't say it like that.
No, but
like
I was
it's
just
a
like,
monster.
I was like, what the fuck? This little boy is yelling at me in Chinese, and I was like, what the fuck? you're black. Wait, how the fuck you know Chinese? And then once they showed us the Chinese base, and we're like, yo, these guys are literally next to us.
Yeah.
And then when we had to go to the docks and help the Navy with Navy missions, the Chinese brought a warship.
Damn.
And I was just like,
That's scary.
this is either a threat or a big flex.
Yeah. It's probably a big flex.
I was
It's
like,
probably a big flex.
bro, this thing is huge. Yo, the guns on the freaking warship was like the size of our Humvee. Like when we saw the circle, we're like, damn, bro, this shit is humongous. Imagine just shooting that.
Goodness. And you couldn't go on there? You went on yours.
I went on my ships, yeah, the United States ships to help around, but I never went inside other national ships.
I want to like be on a boat that's firing, just to feel like how
Yeah.
it feels like on your legs and shit, like how jelly you get and shit.
The
I wanna,
vibration, I don't know, when you're shooting on land, you could feel the vibration. I'm not sure on sea because you're always constantly.
no, but what he's saying is when you're on the
like,
ship, yeah,
like,
you might feel
shooting,
it.
like with such force or something, and like you shoot against the wave, like you know what I mean, like because you're shooting outward, your ship moves kind of a lot more that way, to the opposite direction.
That
Because of
would-
force.
But imagine that would be scary, just walking, like even being near that gun at that while it's shooting.
you go deaf, like off
Yeah,
rip.
for sure. How big are those fucking shells? Like
Oh, the shells
2
are,
feet long?
the shells are huge. On warships, they're huge.
They have to be, yeah.
Because if
you're
you're
knocking
sending
down-
something from far away, it can't be small.
No, because it has to go straight.
Look,
if you're sending a tiny ass
It's
bullet, it's gonna.
break in through another boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you think about the M4 and the little 5.56 that we shoot it out of,
It's like
you
that
could
times
literally see the
7.
bullet drop, the bullet shift because of the wind. You need something big with enough rifling to go through so it could go far.
Well, a lot of those videos with Ukraine and Russia. Did you see when Russia would attack with their planes and Ukraine was defending? They use some of those guns, those big ass.
The AA guns.
Yeah, and you could see the bullets. Like it looks like a laser beam, and it curves because they're following the
Whatever is
the
going-
target.
yep.
And eventually, when they hit it, just like there's no pierce. It just pops.
Blows up.
That's how strong the bullets are. That's crazy. Can you imagine getting shot by a sniper?
You know,
the
what's
thing is-
crazy about those is that all those that they miss, like where do those go?
Oh yeah, word.
They-
Do they like?
They eventually come back down. Bullets do come back down.
Yeah, but can they kill
When no
someone?
one lives out there.
They can kill somebody.
Imagine getting squashed by like
Imagine
By a shell.
Imagine you decided to make one of those YouTube channels where you wanted to fucking live out in the backwoods and just fucking make your shitty ass fucking
Oh, yeah.
cabin, and boom, you got killed on national defense because they were shooting someone that was just flying. Not even that they were like shooting other people. Because they were just flying and
Could be a drone, whatever, anything.
unauthorized.
To get away with killing someone, you have to shoot at their weapon. If their weapon is on around
In the army or in general?
that's the rules of engagement. If you're not being threatened and you know they have a weapon and they make a threatening act, that's when you could shoot. But you can't say I was shooting at him. You have to
his
say
pencil's in his pocket.
you have to say I was shooting at his weapon.
You're shooting at his weapon.
If his weapon is around his chest, that's a perfect opportunity to just kill him.
You get a what's it called? Not a refugee. What is it? When you capture somebody?
A POW
Yeah, from the other army, from the enemy.
camp or
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever. You're like, can you hold your weapon on your face? Just hold your gun in front of your face.
Just imagine how fast these wars would go. We had like weapons from Gears of War.
Yeah, the Nasher.
The Nash.
Imagine the Hammer of Dawn. Just
Crazy, yo. The plane is coming in.
houses destroyed, blocks.
What would you even say to the people that lived in those houses if you destroy them?
You wouldn't be
Sucks
able
the
to say
stuff.
anything.
I'm so stuck.
They'd be vaporized.
That's just out.
Yo, you dropped this. Oh, here.
I remember Dawn was like concentration of like the sun from solar rays. From
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. But it-
Beam.
You had to get a satellite, right?
The
In
satellite had to be up. Yeah.
The satellite had to be connected.
aligned.
It was like a Bluetooth gun.
How do you have a disconnect at the boss fight?
But it'd be cool. Just imagine getting somebody with a lancer
Oh, like with the chainsaw?
I
Hell
don't,
no.
I don't think that would be.
doing the execution.
I mean, you know how many times if you keep doing that with your blades, you know how many times you have to change your weapon?
Yeah, because that blade is eventually gonna become dull.
Dull because of all the cutting and carnage and blood it sees. It's like, oh, whoops.
Bones.
But you imagine doing the executions? Can you think you have enough
With their
power
own
to
arms.
Curb
curb
stop
some motherfucker?
or break someone's arm and beat them to death with it.
Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom. You guys can keep talking.
If he's not coming back ever again.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
the
gone.
guest.
Yeah, I remember those old days though. When I used to go to his house to play Gears of War 2 Horde. Those were the days.
Yo, the Sires got him so mad, bro.
Those were he called them the Mexican gang up. I think I was like, what?
Cause yo, there would be 6 of them. You think there's one? The moment you turn around and you think you killed them all, 6 of them will pop up and just beat the shit out
And
of
the
you.
annoying part is that they have no weapons. They don't care. They
beat the
just
shit
jump
out of
in
you
there
and just
wherever
beat
you
you up.
are, and they beat the shit out of you. They square up on you.
They go against Marcus like, what's up?
And you can only chainsaw them
so many times.
Like
There was no retro lancer there. You could go through everybody. It was just
and then while you're chainsawing one, 10 of them are hitting you, right? So it's either you pull out the natural. They didn't give you a chance.
I ain't hear no ring, bitch.
Let him get up. Let him get up.
Fight back. Fight back.
There was no chance in those games.
Who thought of those monsters though?
The Sires are just infected humans with the locust lambent bullshit disease. And that's why we never see them again because they were there.
No, but like the guy who came up with the designs for like those things, like who came up with the armored Kansas?
Yeah.
That thing is such BS.
It's not about who came up with. Those were evolved with time.
Yeah, sure, but like
Like, you have to ask who came up with the locust, and that was the human scientists trying to make Marcus bigger.
Oh, that's how they came out. That's what the story is for Gears.
That's what the Sires point
Have you
to.
ever wonder why Marcus and certain people of the crew
Are like huge as fuck.
within the community? They're trying to like point out like, okay, based off of human engineering, they inject these.
so like making us
They-
smarter.
You know they're not on Earth,
They
right?
make us
What?
like
They're not on Earth.
They're not on Earth?
They're on Sarah.
Yeah, it's a different planet.
a group of humans who stay
I
alive.
thought Sarah was
long
just like a
enough
city or something.
and
Nah,
they're
Sarah's
good
the
enough
planet that they're on. Yeah.
get big and be whatever the fuck Marcus is in Coltrane, like big fuck guys. Just
Bunch of
Big Hulk guys.
bunch of
But
Captain Americas just coming out here.
From what I read is how they got there is that they had to run experiments and how those experiments were run, which included mountains getting away, doing stuff to humans, giving them stuff with emulsion, creating sires. Those sires end up birthing what becomes locust. Like some of those sires. It's like the first generation of the locusts, but they were human. Those
What?
things were once human.
Yeah, we would die if those locusts existed in real
I
life.
think we would die if a berserker pops out the ground.
No, or a Brumac. What was it?
Mag, bro. Oh my god. When they got infected with the Lambit and Gears 2, I was like, what is this beanstalk of a
annoying,
beast?
Shit was annoying. You couldn't even play that game without those shits blowing
Did
up
I
in your face.
did I tell you that we're never gonna see the 4th Carmine brother because he's in a comic book and he literally dies at the start of the
Nice.
yeah.
Wait, which one?
D Carmine. That they never gave him a name. It literally says D Carmine. He's retiring.
Damien.
There
You're
you
talking
go.
about playing. I was like,
No,
No, he hasn't. He doesn't.
well, when I read the comic book, they just put D Carmine. I was like, my man is literally retiring, and then E-Day starts, he falls into the hole, and I was like, wow.
Damn, he dies like that?
Yeah, he's the first one to die. Not Anthony.
Not Anthony,
Not
not Ben.
Not Ben. No, none of them. He
they're still
dies.
keeping the Carmine chain going though. In the new Gears games, in the background, there's one.
Doesn't a building land on him?
No, like because you know how the robots are here.
Yeah.
They have those balls that they come in, and there was a Carmine on the watchtower,
And
the
he
ball
gets
just-
destroyed.
Was it worth keeping C Carmine alive to see Dom die?
I don't know. We voted for it.
I didn't vote for that shit.
All right, then.
You
So
don't like
that,
playing though?
No, compared to Dom, you know
Pretty cool.
you know how sad that was.
to play as Clay Carmine, not Dom, after he blows himself.
Oh, and then on top of that, like,
I cried.
I teared up. I was like, damn, they put in what's that song called? Mad World.
Yeah.
World, yeah,
The
from
fucking
Gears of War.
piano. Din, 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 din,
Are you
din.
happy, Maria? I'm
Yeah.
gonna see you. I was just like,
Oh.
yeah, you're definitely gonna see her.
I remember we were playing it.
The internet said it's either Dick Carmine.
Dick.
See, that's why
Richard.
I put D Carmine, because that's what it said in the comic book.
Someone put Daddy Carmine.
Daddy,
That
daddy,
makes sense.
Dad.
dead Carmine. Yeah, he is dead. If I could find that one scene,
Richard Carmine.
Someone put Darnold.
Damn.
Yeah,
Donnell.
There's a bunch of like
Donnell Carmine.
T names.
Oh.
Dave Chappelle Carmine. What other sad moments in games did you guys, or what other moments in games did you think were like super sad? Like on Gears of War 3 level.
In the newest maps for Left 4 Dead, when
do you see
Bill?
Bill?
Oh, when Bill dies?
yeah,
That shit was sad. But that was a cutscene though. You have to watch the cutscene. I think what's it called? In
I don't know, video game?
there's some moments in video games that are pretty sad. In GTA, if you kill Michael,
oh yeah,
it's pretty sad.
What happens if you kill Michael? I
As Franklin, you decide to either kill, what is it, Michael,
Trevor.
Trevor, or who else?
Or yourself.
No,
No,
or you do the death wish and then you kill the guy that made you kill.
Yeah. If you kill Michael, Franklin is like debating it, and he's like screaming, and they're screaming at each other, and then he just pops him.
can't find him. I saw the picture where he's retiring.
Oh, D.
D
Carmine.
Carmine. I'm like, fuck.
Can you imagine retiring from the army as a like? How many people during Vietnam were probably done with fucking the Korean War and World War II? Like, how many people were just done from being in the army, and then they're like, shit,
You gotta go back.
you gotta go back.
I mean, let's see. World War II happened. Then what? 8-9 years later, the Korean War happened. Then 8 or 9 years, the Vietnam War happened.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility some schmuck out there fought in all three wars.
Yeah.
He started as a youngin in World War II, ended Vietnam with "I hate life."
Well, he at that point he was probably like, damn, this is all I know. This is all I know. I can only either kill people or go back home or go back home and be scared of my whole life. That's no way to live. How do you feel about veterans like that? That are so like they're so traumatized by what happened at the war. Like you can't help them out as much as you want to.
Not really, because you don't know the grave potential that they could bring. Like how Chris Kyle died. He was helping out veterans and he literally got killed by somebody.
Oh, for one of the veterans?
Yeah, PTSD. And they took it to a gun range and he just died.
They shot him? Why? So then what do you think should be done with all these people? Like, just kill them?
No.
Nah,
No, obviously. But then what should
Separate
be...
them.
Not separate them either.
because then you're gonna alienate a group of people.
And especially alienate a group of people that have helped the country as much as they did.
And most of them, especially during Vietnam, they were not volunteers. I'm a volunteer. That's why I could speak about it. Some of those guys were not volunteers. They just got picked off the street. Here's a number. You're going.
That's what's crazy. You watch Full Metal Jacket, right? To think like people like the main character, the Joker, that guy, or
Cowboy.
Sergeant Pyle or Cowboy, like people that look like your everyday college student, whatever, you know, dumbass, local dumbass, whatever, can just be summoned and be like, yo, you gotta fight this war because we have no one else to fight this war.
Well, that's why we had a bunch of draft dodgers. They would either go to Canada or Mexico.
Yeah, but a lot of them got arrested.
Of course.
A lot of them got, and that's
desertion.
yeah. And at that point, if you're sending everybody and you're still dodging it, I mean, what else? But didn't Muhammad Ali?
He got arrested.
He got arrested, right?
He got arrested for it.
He didn't go to the Vietnam, or was it Korean War?
The Vietnam War. He didn't want to do nothing to do with it.
It's crazy.
He's like, what? Why would I fight for a country that when I get back home, they're not gonna respect me? My guy won a gold medal for America, and they still disrespected him because he was black. So he just knew it. It doesn't matter if you're called American. You're gonna be called what you are, which because it's easier to see.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you have any PTSD that you?
It's minor. Like if you say at ease and I'm in uniform, I will stand up. But if you scream at yeah, I won't care. I'm not in uniform.
At ease.
There's this.
You didn't stand up. You're a liar.
There are some people that also use it as defense. Have you ever heard, like, seen that?
How?
That they're like, oh, I have PTSD. Like, you can't talk to me.
I mean, that means two things. This motherfucker is about to murk you or punch you.
PTSD. Okay, give me the bubble run. I'll make you run.
The fireworks. Like, you see, things like that don't bother me. I enjoy a good fireworks show.
Yeah.
The explosions don't bother me. I'm just deaf in this ear.
Well, one guy that I was talking to, he told me that when he was in the Marines, he had gone to Afghanistan, and that shit fucked him up.
Man, Afghanistan was fucked up.
No, yeah, and he says he regrets it going into the Marines.
Well, that's the thing, because he probably went in with the intention of, I have to go here because of 9/11, they attacked us, but then years later, after they find out what really happened, is like, we literally got attacked by a group of people from different nations that banded and were hiding in Pakistan. Because that's where fucking Osama was hiding for a while.
No, not only that, I mean, like you go in there, right, thinking you're fighting the good fight, when actually we also have different intentions.
You see, we are the good guys in our stories. We are the bad guys someone else's.
Yeah. And it's the same the other way around. Well,
Like, when I was in Mississippi, he said that he was a Mark 19 gunner. That's the grenade launcher. He would say sometimes intel was not the best because he would have going intention thinking he was going to go kill terrorists. He said that he didn't want to shoot that weapon system because of he shot at a building that they told him that they were terrorists holding civilians. Mind you, he shot at a fucking house. He didn't know until like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, until they gave him the full report that they told him he wasn't in trouble because the intel did say this compound has terrorists and they're holding civilians hostage. He just shot at a house. The terrorists found out. Only the women and children were just like getting out of the rubble. Like, there's no building anymore once you blow it up with a Mark 19 or multiple times. And he was just like, I'm not shooting this weapon anytime anymore. Wow. Because he did 3 tours in Afghanistan. Because he signed up in 97. Yeah, he's been in for a while.
what is he doing now?
He's not an infantryman. He's a combat engineer. I'm not sure if you remember the guy that he defected to the Taliban and killed 13 Marines or soldiers. Mind you, he was the one guarding him because they had to make the sea wire and everything, and they had to do patrols because everybody in that base wanted to go kill that one guy.
So he was one of the guards.
That's what he told me because he had to make the sea wire, and then I looked for the story and I was like, everything matched up from what he said. The year, the dates, the months.
And so what happened to that motherfucker?
That nigga went to jail. I think his name was Johnny Rebel. Johnny Walker, one of those two. I forgot what was his name.
They didn't sentence him
To death? Nah, he's in jail.
Easy.
for killing. I guess, yeah, that's true.
I think they sent him to Guantanamo Bay.
Because the excuse is that the intel was.
No,
That's not.
That's a whole different
guy.
story.
Oh.
There's the guy that killed like a number of Marines or soldiers over there in Afghanistan.
Being in the army.
Being
an army soldier on our side, and then he defected to the Taliban. That's crazy. Well, in Guantanamo, what do you think about how they treat the prisoners in Guantanamo?
Those aren't prisoners; they're terrorists.
Yeah, I know, but
they kind of deserve it. They're there.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna give sympathy to some people.
No. I'm playing devil's advocate because I want to see what you think about it. Like, what do you think about them being treated like that? Like,
that's
abuse and stuff?
nothing. They hurt others. For,
It's like the Raft.
Yeah.
The Raft.
It's like Marvel's prison.
Oh, the supervillain prison.
No, I'm joking. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know. I remember a bunch of people were mad when they came out with those pictures after 2003 or 4
of what?
in Guantanamo, where there was like 3 terrorists. Yeah, right. Was something like that?
Guantanamo's where they do a lot of like waterboarding, right?
Waterboarding is illegal, yeah.
I know. Like we had a bunch of history classes where like people would show us like documentaries of other people like who didn't believe waterboarding was that serious, and
they try it. Yeah,
try it, and they couldn't last for more than 3 seconds. Like, and they had like instructors there and like people like on standby, and like this guy was like, I don't think that'd be that bad, and they like laid him down and they handcuffed him in one arm like for the experience, and then they poured it on one hand or on the without the towel, and then they poured it with the towel.
With the towel sucks, and
And
especially if it's thick or you over layer it. Yo,
It was double layered.
Oh, that makes that makes it even worse because we waterboarded someone in basic because he wanted to do it for a Cliff Bar.
Oh, what?
I didn't partake. I heard everything. Yo, bro,
I just recorded it.
we had no phones,
Oh yeah.
so we were just all there looking, and then I stopped once they put him on the ground because it took 5 guys to just hold his arms and legs, and I was just like, I'm gonna go away. This is too big.
You're next.
I was like, nah, I'm good,
You want a
bro.
Cliff Bar?
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
chilling.
We're sure that you want a Cliff Bar.
Grab him.
Did I ever tell you the story that they flipped our room over because one person's bed was a centimeter? They said a centimeter too much to the left.
Damn, straight full metal jacket.
I was like,
Stupid, bro.
yo, I was mad because you know what they did to our room? Yes, all the bunks and beds were all ruined, but then they got baby powder and put it on the. They put it on the floor and says this base sucks. Clean it
And you have
up.
to clean up the baby powder too?
Yes, everything. But
bullshit.
But the thing where they put the baby powder was the kill zone. You can't step inside it without permission. So we were like, so who's gonna go clean it? I said, fuck it. I'm gonna clean it. No one's gonna catch me because it was at nighttime.
Yeah.
Because we left that shit there the whole night. And I was just like, yo, fuck it. Let's just clean it up. What they gonna do? We have to clean the bay in the middle of the night. We got in trouble for that.
For cleaning
For
it?
cleaning it.
What the fuck?
No one authorized us to step inside the kill
Oh
zone.
my god.
You should just tell them that you didn't step in it. Tell them you sweep from
Yeah.
You can't be a smartass. They don't like smartasses.
but you weren't inside of it.
It don't matter. No one gave us permission to clean it.
Well, they tell them that no one
Xavier
gave you
would
permission.
snap in the army.
No one gave you permission.
He would snap so hard. If
I think he would snap when he's the one getting in trouble because of somebody else.
Yeah, for
What did you
sure.
do to the guy that didn't have his bed right?
Bro, it was a centimeter. We all, because it was like the first 2 weeks, so we knew they were.
Oh, so you fell for him?
Yeah, we were like, yo.
Centimeter off. I'm not gonna beat up a guy for a centimeter.
But the quitters, those motherfuckers, some of them deserve the beating. The one guy that got beat with the locks, I was like, you know,
Locks?
yeah.
But they give you like 3 chances to get out before you actually go into the training, right?
Yes and no. It depends where you go, because I went to Georgia, so I went to Fort Benning. That's all infantry, so they do things differently. Yeah, once I was told them all my stories of it, like in Georgia, they're like, yo, we never had to go through that in our basic training. I was like, yo, this is some bullshit. Because I made someone cry in Mississippi because I yelled at them. Because I was motivating them to run more. Because I told them, yo, you're only cheating yourself. Stop walking. Crying. And I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? Are we not in the army? And she was like, no, but I'm not infantry. I do.
It was a woman?
Yeah, it was a girl.
Oh, yo.
I was just trying to be helpful.
I know.
I was like, yo, bro, you're like one of the last ones. I'm hungry. It's 6 a.m. We've been working out since 4:30. We woke up at 4 to work out at 4:30. Like, come on, bro. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Class is literally in 3 hours. I want a nap before I get to class.
What's that?
And I just felt bad for her because, mind you, I'm not the fastest in my fucking company, but when I go somewhere else, I end up being the fastest. I was just like, damn, our fucking MOS jobs that we do really affects us in this bitch. Because if I can't yell at you and we're both in the army, some people advocate that they want women in the infantry. And I'm like, we have to start lowering our standards. They're not going to lower the standards for me, and I'm short as fuck, and I weigh as much as the fucking ruck. I have to take that bitch.
That's true.
They take off weight for some of the women if they ask for it.
a lot of their tasks are lowered, right? Like all the standards are kind of.
The only thing I see in the PT test that makes us equal is the run and the sit-ups.
Okay.
The push-ups, I understand. I guess a girl can't do 50 in 2 minutes. But then when I saw what you need to get to just pass, it was either 12 or 18.
I can't even do
Oh,
10.
wow.
12 to 18 push-ups in 2 minutes. And I was like, yo, I could pass that.
Yeah, no way.
But then when I saw the boys' requirements of 18 to 21, 48, I was just like, there's a big difference between 12 and 40 fucking 8.
No, yeah, for sure.
I was like, yo, this is not fair. And the only thing that was matching correctly was either the sit-ups and the running. Push-ups, just some girls couldn't
What
do
other
it.
things do you do? Pull-ups, right? I know.
The pull-ups are because of depending on your MOS and the new PT test that's coming out, I have to do the black requirements. Not black color. It's just that's what they phase it. I have to do. So I have to do 60% for the push-ups because now I'm 23, not 21 anymore. I used to have to do 52 push-ups. Now I increased to 56 because of my age.
So the older you get, the more they add?
The more push-ups and sit-ups you have to do, and the more time you have on the run.
Jesus. You know, a lot of us, if there was a war right now, we would not be able to go. Yeah. How do you feel about that? The fact that we're all so unhealthy and
I can't really depend on y'all. If someone comes in here with a gun, I can't say, yo, everybody run, and it's like Rivera's on the floor. You're willing to get
I'm
up.
telling you, if a zombie apocalypse happened, I'd probably be Negan.
He's gonna kill.
You're gonna kill us?
He's gonna protect his people. That's what Negan was doing.
Because you guys would probably start fucking around too much. You'd probably like,
Bro, at that
probably
point,
dip into the food stores and be like, yo, come on, it's me.
hey, yo, but if we're the one that's starting this colony, up, you know, we can just dip in there sometimes.
No.
Come on, man.
Then when the people start asking where the food is,
Gone.
You kill them.
the people outnumber us.
You kill them and then you eat them.
The people outnumber us.
Bro, you kill them and then you eat them.
If you start a colony,
If you're Negan and you have a bat full of razor wire, you think they're gonna be scared of you?
Yeah, with guards that have guns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
What am I gonna do with a bat if all my guards are going against me now?
No,
'Cause I'm going into the
you
food.
keep the important people happy. Right?
this is set up for failure.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You'll reign forever.
No,
Just keeping your guards happy, not the population.
Exactly.
Because by season 3,
That sounds-
you get overthrown.
that sounds like how every king has ruled his kingdom.
That's true.
That is.
I failed.
And
How many kings we got?
uh
You just told us about how
England had for how many generations?
The one.
No. England had kings forever.
All right, but now. Come on, I'm pretty sure.
Do you see the Spanish royalty doing anything
And that
political
Yo,
now?
but they even back then they sucked.
That doesn't really work because they have the parliament. Parliament is like their
Now, that's now.
yeah,
that's
but
not
it's
what I'm
been
saying.
for like 100, 200
No,
years.
they had a king forever.
Yeah,
I mean, like the earliest recorded one was a
but
king.
not
We're
anymore.
staying in abundancy. What other kingdoms are you seeing?
What current?
No, I'm not. I know. Currently, nothing. Obviously, what I'm saying is that. But how long did they last? They didn't last 3 seasons, if you would call it 3 years. They lasted like 2,000 years.
Yeah, but they still like lost terribly.
But we're not them.
Like you say that, but
We're not them.
what would you?
The day the zombie apocalypse comes, right? Put me in charge. I'm gonna feed all of you.
With what food?
With what food?
The food that we find, we're gonna collect.
We're gonna have to kill people.
Let's kill them.
Jesus.
Say that.
Oh, imagine. That's crazy.
No one has weapons. Who has a gun in here in this room?
Adrian.
An actual gun, not a Nerf gun.
I don't want
He
to.
has an airsoft gun. The airsoft gun works.
Oh wow! I got stung by a metal BB. It stuck in my skin. Ooh.
Weak people. But when we get to people like him,
Aren't these weapons for the zombies, not for the people?
we're food.
Food.
Yeah, we're
They're
just
for
talking
both.
about the apocalypse and food.
What happens if someone's
So
robbing?
we're gonna eat people. This is established. This is pre-established.
I'm
We're
Why
gonna
are
eat people.
you eating people?
Why? Yeah.
No, but he says we're gonna kill people for food.
That's
Their
a
food.
Their food.
We're, there.
Oh, for their food.
Their
Oh, no.
crop.
yeah.
Their land.
We're gonna be pillagers.
I'll walk out with my plastic lightsabers.
Deflecting bullets.
Hold down.
Speaking of apocalypse, you imagine being the biker group that got destroyed by that rocket launcher when this guy came through with the truck in the back. Yeah, that scene, I wasn't ready for that scene. These guys were just acting tough and then all gone.
That's what happens,
I
yo.
would have been so pissed.
Stop talking shit. Stop acting big, yo.
Gets blown up.
My bike and my jacket with my buddies.
For you to die like a bitch.
Because they got an explosive that they shot off the back of the truck. Unlucky me.
That's the only way I would die in the zombie apocalypse.
So someone had to kill you with a rocket launcher.
From fucking like
Some
50
bullshit.
50 miles away. That
let's establish rules. Let's establish rules, right?
All right.
This zombie apocalypse. What are the zombies like? We're talking 28 days later.
Sprint and kill fast.
I'm
So
killing
World War
myself.
Z zombies? Yeah, we're not gonna live.
Killing myself, bro.
Let's not even try.
They're not gonna live. I'm sick, so they're not gonna eat me.
I'm going off.
I have
the premise
asthma.
of the Walking Dead. Zombie.
Walking Dead zombies.
Walking Dead zombies, I'll do.
All we have to do is just out fucking survive them because they.
Oh yeah, they're rotting basically.
Yeah, they're rotting. All we have to do is just survive. What, a whole 3 years?
Yeah, but we have to deal with dumbass people though. At that point, it doesn't become a problem with
But
zombies.
that's why you keep your group small. You can't
It's not about the group. You act like people just don't go wander
Yeah, that's true.
and stumble.
let them die.
And what
And
happens?
you.
And what happens if they come back leading a
I
horde?
would,
Bro.
before we started recruiting other people outside of us, we would have a long discussion about how, because I would definitely instill a curfew, regardless, just to mitigate
Area.
gatherings that are too loud, people congregating to make plans to
A
revolt.
coop, yeah.
And then other people just wandering around the base trying to find shit for themselves or whatever the fuck. And then so there'd probably be like 3 times that you can get caught outside of your room. Like, and you could probably only be outside of your room from probably 12 to 6 p.m.
Okay. It seems okay because all we're doing is what, gathering supplies anyway.
No, well, no. Well, that's the thing, because it would be I would separate that. Like, everyone has to be outside of the city for 4 hours of the day. It doesn't have to be one shot, but you gotta get the fuck out for 4 hours.
So wait,
to be-
we're surviving in Union City.
Yeah.
Okay,
To
this
be
is the
resource gathering and going to find
And
shit,
all I'm
whatever.
saying is that with how dense it is, half the population is going to be zombies right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other,
off
the
the
other
rip.
half is going to be the panicky dumb ones where they come across us and put us in harder predicaments because like,
And we're definitely gonna have to.
Can we
live in one of those-
crucify people like St. Peter's?
No.
Why not?
That's waste of wood and.
Yeah.
well,
We gotta.
It's a message.
well, no, the zombie bites
To everybody
might have
else.
to because of diseases.
Oh yeah.
That's something these shows never.
Well, we would
talk
have
about.
burn pits.
Okay.
We would probably have.
That
burn
shit's gonna
pits.
You wouldn't-
That's gonna smell, and that
That might
can,
attract
that can cause a lot of problems too.
diseases
Then
going
the
up.
disease is
make
gonna be-
traps around the burn pit.
What?
How are you gonna stop
The smoke is the
Okay,
problem.
Yeah, the
It
smoke.
would be a reoccurring issue, to where you'd have people stationed there all the time, to where there'd be like walls with fucking spikes coming out of them, so they can come and lure. They'd walk right into the spikes.
I think I'd defect
Put
the
them in
first
a
day.
garbage truck.
I think I'm defecting day one.
But this would be a thing over a long period of time, because we wouldn't need to make a burn pit until like maybe 3 weeks down the line.
I think we gotta sneak up on Wilson. This is what we gotta do. Wilson's in the army, right?
I'm the mastermind. They're gonna
He's gonna be
attack you
asleep.
first.
We're about to hit him. He's like,
I have said nothing. I've been cooperating.
Watch out, this shit.
I'm doing my hours cleaning duty and just get my head snapped. It's like, oh, gee, that's it.
The first person you fucking goes against is just
No, but realistically, like, I'd probably just get a school, and that's it. Nothing else.
a supermarket.
Nothing else besides a school.
I would try to take over a hospital just because of the supplies it has,
Nah.
but it's
The
too
medication.
It's gonna be
big.
hard.
It's too big. That's
Yeah.
I would say, yo,
too important.
if it came to this,
it's like a
A lot
landmark.
of diabetics are gonna try to fight for that.
I would get a school because you can block off floors.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants a school.
You can
make the society in there.
yeah.
and why do you want? I think
You have 3 or 4 floors.
if you're
give
building
every
more than a
family
larger
classroom.
group,
High school right here. We can rule it.
You give every family a classroom.
yeah, they're gonna be bitching for food because they're not gonna be looking for it themselves. I say
Let them starve.
you can't have a conscience, right?
A conscience. You can't think anymore.
No.
Thinking.
No,
You can't be nice. You can't let people in. As soon as you see a family, you gotta interview them.
I gotta
to get in.
ask, what are you good for?
What are you good for?
They all get separated.
My daughter has asthma.
How many
My
people-
son is dying.
How many people have
Yeah,
you
but we
killed?
got asthma too. You act like we wouldn't die easy.
No, we'll be fine.
We'd
No.
be running with it.
No, then you find out, like, you'd ask that too. Any underlying conditions? Or
I have cancer. Immediately.
Peanut.
Immediately.
So 2 bullets, because once you kill them alive, and then the second
Yeah.
time you have to.
Okay.
Had one.
All right.
That's when we have Wilson on the sniper tower, and we're like, well, we can take your daughter, your sister, and
Just the women.
and-
Just Jesus
no,
Christ.
Well,
and your older brother, but your grandpa and your dad and your 62-year-old mom
Out of
they
the
gotta
window.
go.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with glaucoma. And
Cancer.
Any food
I can't do nothing about glaucoma. I'm sorry.
Yo, if someone
we're
comes
not
in,
equipped anymore.
if someone comes in and be like, I'm gluten free, immediately.
No
fucking-
picky eaters, bro.
no picky
No
eaters.
I'm sorry. This is what we got. There's no McDonald's.
That's
Yeah,
why-
I see the chain
but that's
store
why
right
you're in
there.
the sniper tower, because when I say that, and they're like, "We'll kill you and take everything."
I bet. Clean.
Let somebody,
I got a peanut allergy. Gone. Sorry.
God, bro. I'm
let
done.
somebody come inside and fucking be like, "Do you have any kosher meals?" I'm fucking.
Coke? Get your bitch ass.
He's ready to snipe when he comes through with his shit.
I wouldn't wait. As soon as because he's probably gonna be the one interviewing people. I'm gonna just be around the corner. I'm gluing. No time for this shit, bro. Let's move on.
We'll make the fake accepted room your room.
Yeah.
You go in there, we'll assign you a room.
They come in, pretend to be the guy.
I'm
Sir?
Peanut allergy?
Yes.
Yeah, immediately
Goes on you when he finishes. He slides out.
One day-
Oh, you need glasses? Sucks.
One day you accidentally crisscross and you send the wrong people to the wrong room.
Imagine.
The
We send
people,
the farmer to the room.
the people that we want to keep, we accidentally send to the kill room.
That's what you asked.
Why does this room
You
smell
imagine the
so
bullshit?
bad? Why is there blood stains
Can you
here?
imagine the bullshit? A Marine veteran comes in, peanut allergy, fucks me up. I die.
We fucked with the wrong guy with the deficiency.
I'm leader now.
You guys cruelty free.
Chop him.
Cruelty free. Bro, if they're only eating vegetables during a zombie apocalypse, they're definitely gonna die.
But how would you separate good meat with? How do you know if an animal's not infected?
Damn, that is true. Well, in this universe, can the animals get infected?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's how real life works.
Okay.
Real life is the hardest difficulty. You gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Like
You gotta think about how our infections actually work.
We tested on new people.
There's no story.
No. The kill room. The kill room. The old people that come in, eat this meat. And then if they don't die,
No, but that ass, we'll keep it like Minecraft, and like if we find any animals, we'll just keep them alive
Yeah.
until we can find another one.
Noise.
to
Have them mate.
reproduce. We'll find if we're in a school, we'll just put them in a fucking basement. Almost every school has like a nuclear fallout shelter. We just toss them in.
then what about we need a cold? Well, here it gets cold during the winter, but we're gonna need a cold space to keep food.
Yo, we need electricity or someone manning the water hose. Be like, yo, never stop
Schools
turning
have
this
pretty
wheel,
old
bro.
Freezers, industrial freezers.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's gonna be no power. How are we gonna have power?
Let's have a better conversation. Not a better conversation. More interesting conversation. If you had to like die, besides that rocket thing, it's pretty funny. If you had to die in the apocalypse, how would you go?
In my fucking sleep. Leave me
Okay,
alone.
I'm gonna have a knife fight.
I'm just gonna blow
Worst
myself
case
up
scenario,
at that
you just-
point.
I'd rather have a gun.
Like this is your finale.
A gunfight? Nah, that goes too fast.
I have a real life like RPG experience where I see how many people that I've like saved I can kill before I get taken out. You know like what I'm talking about, like in Fallout 4, you like get your sanctuary up, and then sometimes I save and I see how many of my settlers I can kill before they kill me.
I shot Paladin Dance. It was all over, bro. Yo, the sanctuary was never the same after I shot Paladin Dance, because I went in there and all I saw was Dance. He was the only one red. He started shooting at me, and everybody in the town in the sanctuary was red. And I was like, "Where's Dog Meat? That motherfucker's red too."
Oh my god.
Because I had no.
Wait,
no,
dog meat can go against you too?
Codsworth is gonna slice you.
All your
all your
companions
companions.
can go against you if
Why?
they don't align with what you're trying
What
to
you're
do.
doing?
I remember
Yeah.
I went to Diamond City for the first time. I was like, oh, I can pick this lock for this apartment.
That's why
I
you-
go in. I saw everybody in the town. Just like, and I was
That's why
before.
That's why you can get people like from certain backgrounds, because you can get like that guy that recruits you into the vaults, and he like doesn't give a fuck what you do, because it's like you finally gave him a home after he's been wandering for like 100 years.
I got super sledged in my face.
No, it's remember that red belt?
Fuck that red barrel. The fact that you guys tested it out and it didn't blow up just proves my point.
Why would you hit a red barrel with a baseball bat and he blew up?
No, but it was a bug.
Where?
All right, so I was playing Fallout 4 and I was streaming it. It's like I was on Mixer, or whatever, right? I was just streaming it to stream.
Dude, I forgot about
Who
me.
was watching it? You?
Died.
What happened to
They
it?
should die.
They just gave up
like,
on it.
yo, it costs too much money. We're dipping, and then they gave everything to a Facebook game.
It was funny too because they
Didn't
like,
Ninja go
I
to
think-
Mixer?
I think
Didn't Ninja go to Mixer though?
they
Yeah.
both did. When I say both, I mean him and Shroud. I think they both got paid a lot of fucking money
They did. That's why they made that.
for them to go bankrupt. Mixer, like
That's basically the premise.
They paid them too much that the platform
Well,
just
I don't know
collapsed.
for sure, like 100%, but you gotta think like Mixer's owned by Microsoft. Usually, when something doesn't really make the profit, they kind of let that thing die.
Oh.
Yes,
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. Yes.
I make that joke, but that's technically Xbox department, not Microsoft. But
That game is still trash. I still don't play it though. Yo, they don't have maps on Halo Infinite? Like,
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna talk about the game because I haven't touched it. Like, I played the content for what it had during the time, and then I just.
bro, if they have Duck
Elden
Hunt,
Ring came
oh,
out.
Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars came out. Hot Wheels came out. Like, there's
Bro,
a bunch
they're
of
announcing-
games that piqued my interest.
they're announcing Gear 6.
I haven't even beat Gears 5, bro. It's been
No,
2
it's
years.
not Gears 6. It's Gears 5 Part 2.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, because the game ended in a cliffhanger,
Are
right?
you fucking kidding me? So
Well, not
the,
cliffhangers. Like we gotta.
But the game is also like 6 hours. Like if you play through the
It was pretty
story and
good.
you don't give a fuck about like, don't try looking for anything. Literally just do the objectives and you'll finish it in like 6 hours.
I've been trying to look for the dog tags, and it's so hard.
I'm in the snow right now.
It's
In the
annoying.
mine, and I'm like, why the fuck am I here? And why am I dying because you're shooting at the ground and I'm falling in? Like, how the
you haven't beaten it, right?
I'm
Wait
not
till you get
being
to the
Gears
point.
5.
If you're in the
That's
snow,
on.
mode,
No, okay,
it's
there's a
probably 2 hours.
Scion with like the thing that shoots you and it just goes down and just blows you up. He has a health.
thing.
He has a health
The
bar.
drop
I was
shot.
like, what the fuck is this?
The drop
Gears of
shot.
War has
Yeah.
health bars now. I was like, what the fuck? So that
Who beat the game?
I did not beat the game in expert.
Like, no spoils, but what do you choose between the options?
Between JD and
Well, no, yeah, dark chocolate or vanilla.
I mean,
Which one did you choose? Dark
I chose
chocolate or
vanilla
You
because
said-
vanilla's the true.
Okay, is it? Did they confirm that?
What?
Did they confirm that that's canon?
Yeah.
Because did they?
Because if you choose dark
But,
chocolate,
but
it's
why
like,
would they choose it? No, but why would the people who made the game confirm it?
So the fans can stop bothering them about
But
confirming
okay,
it.
but why would they make it a choice thing for it to lead up for the 6th game if you're gonna just confirm it between?
But I mean, you have to do that almost every game that has a choice has a sequel.
yeah, like
Why
Left 4
have
Dead.
four?
Like Left 4 Dead when Bill dies, you could pick.
You
any
could pick any character, but
the
Bill
truest one is
It's Bill.
And yeah, true.
Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 had different endings, remember? But Mass Effect 3 led on from one of the specific ones. I don't remember which one.
You saw both already?
Yeah.
Did you? Victor did. He only chose the one, and he didn't see the more depressing. One of them was a lot more depressing than the other.
Vanilla's more
So-
depressed.
So
Like the ice cream?
No, the character.
Why can't we just say JD?
I guess not spoil it for you, but
no, because it's the characters in question. But it's funnier if I just
It's
literally that
vanilla.
black and white.
I mean, because
sexy
like,
chocolate.
But now I want to know, like, did one of them die? I don't remember any of them dying.
I mean, I don't remember. I never beat the game.
you want me to say stuff?
Yeah, I could care
I
less.
don't mind
Okay.
it.
Because like in the
All
end,
right, so
You're doing-
this chick's mom comes back, but not like her. She's like all locust,
Oh, yeah.
and she's holding them by the neck with her tentacles. She's like, I'm gonna fuck one of these guys.
yeah, pick one,
Pick one to like. In the game, it's like, who are you gonna pick to like?
and then you could throw the knife to one of the tentacles, and if you pick JD, then
She kills the other,
sexy chocolate.
and then vice versa.
Dies.
Dell dies.
She kills her queen.
If you pick
I
Dell,
don't remember that
she
ending.
kills JD.
It's
Who,
far.
who is he related to?
JD?
No, no, no.
Maybe,
But he's
maybe I
Marcus.
played so good that they all survived.
No, the
Oh,
Dell. Yeah, who's he related
I don't
to?
think he's
Nobody-
related to
it's
anyone.
not about that. He's just a really close friend to JD.
To JD,
yeah.
Like he's his
Dom.
Yeah,
and Marcus kind of like.
he
I
gets
think
it.
I think it's the reason why they're together from the get go. Like Marcus knew of Dell.
Yeah, but then when you
I don't know the backstory of it.
when you kill Dell, and then Foz comes back, and he's like, "Where's Dell?" After they had their whole like frenemies thing, and then they're like, "Yeah, he didn't make it.
Yeah, but here's the only I don't care about fucking Foss. Who gives a fuck?
He was
about
pretty
that?
random."
But like the only one I care about is really Marcus because the only key differences between the choices is his reaction to what happens. With Dell, he's like, "Oh, so sad. I need to be there for my son." With JD dying, he just
He's
breaks
like-
down. You know, he
I saw
becomes,
that.
Like,
I didn't want to pick it, so I saw it on YouTube, and it was
It hurts so much.
Marcus doesn't get a break, bro.
Victor made a perfect joke out, but when Dell dies, he's like, "Oh, Dell." Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Marcus lost his best friend and his
No one in the
wife.
comment section
and his
made a
kids.
list. Made a list of like 16 people. Like,
Marcus lost so much.
He lost two Carmines. He lost Dom.
Didn't he
lost-
lose like 4 Carmine?
He lost Kim while he was under Kim's watch.
Oh, that was the first game,
Yeah,
remember?
the first game.
He got sniped, yo.
He saw his
He didn't get
dad.
sniped.
No, General Ram
Oh.
kicked his ass.
He
put it-
shanked him.
Yo, kicked his. He's just like,
But then in the Ram Shadows, you understand that they've been fighting since the beginning of
Yeah,
the war.
they're-
Like, holy shit.
that was in Gears 3, right? That's the DLC.
That's in Gears 3, yep.
They've been like at each other since the beginning of the war. Him and Kim are just always.
Just always been in conflict with each other.
But then, when General Ram gets him in the fucking first game, just destroys him.
yeah, funny how you never get that context till after 10 plus years.
Like, when you first play Gears 1,
Years ago,
you just think, oh, he just killed a random guy. You play Gears 3, and it's like, yo, these guys been fighting each other since the beginning of this war.
Remaster made that scene more impactful where Kim dies. Like, you see all the dramatic hand shots.
It slows
Yeah.
down, the Queen Myra's
That's
talking.
cool, but even that scene alone still doesn't show that back and forth between Ron and
Nah.
I just
I
like
didn't
that.
know that.
Yeah.
You play Judgment, right?
I have played everything except Judgment.
Okay, in Judgment, there's a new type of locust called the Ragers.
The Rager.
Yeah, apparently
so
they
they
went
get mad.
they went extinct in the beginning of the war because all they did was go berserk and attack. But you know when Damon Baird goes with Clay to get the ship,
Yeah.
they go to Old or New Hanover, whatever it's called, and they see the Ragers again. They're like, I haven't seen these guys since the beginning of the war, and they just been in there all that time because they just went extinct. Because every time they got in battle, they would get mad and just kill themselves. Yeah, basically. And I didn't like the general in Judgment, Scorn.
I didn't play
I
Judgment.
didn't play Judgment either.
Yo,
I didn't,
I didn't give a fuck about Baird. Like, I didn't give a
dude,
it's pretty
that
cool.
Judgment should have been a DLC, but I knew they were trying to milk it, and I knew something was off when they sold us a Gears of War game for $40.
You think
$40.
you think certain game studios like they just had to make like shit games like because
I'll tell you-
they know that the new gen was coming up and they had to just release something because they didn't want to release the next
I'll
one
tell you right now which one.
on the previous gen.
No, well, besides that, Arkham Origins.
Oh,
Arkham Origins came out in that brief time where they were still working on Arkham Knight, and they gave it to another studio. And
I didn't like Arkham Knight, to be honest.
I didn't either.
It was too much shit.
I didn't.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't like it either. But
Fucking
How's it go? Is Origin Asylum?
Asylum City. Whoa. Canonically, it would go Origins,
Oh, okay.
Asylum City.
Okay, now how the games came out? Like, what?
It was Asylum City,
City,
and
Origins,
Night.
Night.
Okay.
But that's why that game came out in the buffer time when they were still working on Night. But they needed something.
This sucks, dick, but how are you gonna do that?
That's why I think I could be wrong but I'm pretty sure that's why they released not Rogue but those 3 shitty 2D platform Assassin's Creed
Oh,
games.
the China one? I know what you're talking about. Yes.
And I'm respectively I'm pretty sure they were alright in their own lanes,
No, they're
but it was just like why would I play that playing everything else?
That's like almost saying about Halo Spartan Assault.
Yeah, like why
Yeah.
They just released a game out
With a Halo skin on it.
and put it. Yeah.
and that was how I felt about fucking that RTS game for Gears too. Gears Tactics.
Oh,
Is that the real time strategy one? That's like XCOM, right?
Yeah.
How did it do? Like
I didn't touch.
I didn't. No one touched
some
it.
people liked it, but
like I play XCOM a lot, and once I heard that, I was like, I bet this is gonna be cool. And then once I saw the reviews, they were like, it's god awful. I was just
And
like,
they-
I don't want to play it
And they
anymore.
did one of these fucking Marvel games that was just a card game, and I was just like,
I remember he showed me the trailer for that. He's like, "Yo, this is gonna look cool." And he was watching it on Xbox.
yeah. And then I think I got up and
then he's like-
I was just mad.
What the fuck is this shit? When he saw the cards, like, the fuck is this shit? Because you see Doctor Strange, you see Iron, you see all of them
They show
together.
you all these cinematic shits to then finally show you 15 seconds of gameplay because they know that it's fucking garbage. They know they put as much as little gameplay so they know so they don't get anyone to be like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna have fun playing that. It's like
Fucking card. Any game that is designed like that, card game wise.
it's just like it's
fucking
superheroes.
trash, yeah.
Why do I want to wait to put down a fucking card, to then see the thing do it, to have the person that it's getting done to have no reaction until the next turn. Like,
It's
it's just so
disgusting.
fucking, like, it's so
deplorable, like-
lackluster for a fucking superhero video game.
I know it's
It makes no type of sense.
it doesn't make sense, and they got to get better studios to be making these fucking. Yo, that's why I'm excited a little bit for that
Insomniac
new.
games for the Wolverine.
They're making that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know about that, but now I'm excited for that. But the new Arkham game that's coming out, I told you, remember?
Arkham Knights.
That's what it's
Gotham
called?
Knights.
Gotham Knights. That shit looks beautiful, bro.
I might get a
it's on-
PS5 to play the Harry Potter game because it kind of looks.
It's only on PS5.
I want to see.
Damn, I saw that. It's an MMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's gonna look fire.
Yo, I'm telling you, like,
That shit's gonna be fire.
You know what we gotta
figure
play
something
again?
out. We get a
Castle
gaming
Miners.
studio.
I'm down.
You never played Castle Miners? You remember Castle Miners?
Castle Miners.
It was like Minecraft, but it's
Yeah,
your
Castle Miners
avatar
Z.
character.
Oh yeah.
Guns.
They had guns, yeah.
It was legit
Minecraft?
Minecraft, but you
like,
had your avatar.
you spawned at the center of the world, but to get better shit, you had to just go as far away as possible to get like more ores and shit like that. And the further out you went, like in intervals, you'd get dragons that would just attack you and shit.
And it had that ugly texture pack. You know the ugliest one in Minecraft, the one that
That makes
looks
everything
real.
dark.
Oh,
It's that
It
one.
looked
Yeah,
like the natural texture pack, kind of.
it's kind of gross. I never liked it. I remember he would play it, and you dig, and it's just
It's Minecraft with
it's
your avatar.
Minecraft with your avatar.
I feel like it would still be fun, wasn't it?
There's a lot of games. It was a little fun.
I wish we were like low key. I had fun on Xbox, but I wish we were PlayStation heads because like when I was
I
playing,
feel
on
like we
PlayStation
missed that a
myself,
lot on PlayStation. games.
PlayStation Hub was like the shit. Like you could go in with your PlayStation character, and it was like sort of online or VR MMO before it was like out or VR chat, whatever the fuck. Because there was just so many rooms and worlds that you could go to, and a lot of them were then just inspired off video games. So like you could go to a skate room, or whatever, and like get on a fucking skateboard and just go in that area
that's
with a
the shit.
skateboard.
You remember all those indie games we used to buy?
That's what I was just about to say.
Yo, bro.
Castle Miners came from this thing that Xbox was doing where anybody can put their game on Microsoft Store.
That's why they stopped.
But they stopped because a lot of them were trash. But we played this. There was a bunch of them that were cool. There was a remember
The
that zombie
one,
game?
Yeah.
There was a good like fake DayZ game that I played for a good decent amount of time, but besides that, I only got that and Castle Miner Z. I didn't really. I think I got Xenominer one time, and it was like the worst game I ever bought because like, I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Those games were fun though. He would download a lot of them because most of them were free.
Most of them were free, but then once they started showing 80 Microsoft points, remember Microsoft points? Oh, to get away with trying to buy rated M things, we just had to buy Microsoft points.
Really?
I couldn't
Then you
buy.
buy them online.
Yeah, you had to buy them online. Because I was trying to. What was the first DLC for Black Ops? Ascension, or that was the map. Whatever
was
map,
the one
whatever
with-
DLC brought Ascension with the moon or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people say I'm the moon.
Yeah, sure.
You Moon Knight.
The guy wouldn't sell it to me because it said rated M, but he said you could just transfer the Microsoft points and buy it like that. And I was just like, you're just making this harder for me.
And making you spend more money because it was
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, it was
You-
cheaper. It was like
or-
$5 cheaper if you bought the actual thing, not the Microsoft points.
And then you have to buy over on the fucking points.
No, but those games were fun as hell, and all that DLC at the time. I remember during
I
that time.
hated buying DLC at that time.
I did too, but the games during that time were just the greatest, bro.
Yeah,
you
but-
had Black Ops
but
that
even
had the best DLC.
Halo Reach.
Even if
Halo
you went into the
Reach.
store, you'd press the DLC, then a window would come up listing all the DLC. Then you have to press into that DLC for them to list the fucking price and then like how you wanted to pay. And then you had to go into all three of those fucking menus to input everything.
And you remember how slow the 360 was?
You
and
remember
all
those
this shit?
fat ass keyboards you have to get to plug into? your
Yeah.
shit? It just made your shit into a giant ass fucking calculator. Like
That was disgusting. I don't know why people bought that shit. I don't know how.
to make it easier to type, you have to fucking go to go to the other side of the fucking keyboard.
Anderson.
I had fat thumbs, bro. I was pressing 4 buttons at a time. I could not do it.
So you
with
can't
that
play on the Switch.
We're glad to have you here. We're probably never gonna have you here again, because
Random dab up.
terrible guest.
Random dab ups.
shit. How long has it been?
It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Yo, that
3
didn't-
hours below what we wanted, but it's okay.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, we wanted to record for 4 hours and 20 minutes. I think.
420.
But peace out, guys. We'll see you in the
Later.
next podcast.
It was nice being here.
Peace out.
I'm hungry.
You feel to be hungry.